Yes.
On the face tube. All right, wonderful. So welcome to Call of Cthulhu Live. Let me just knock the volume on this thing down because it's annoying. So I'm Andy Cowley. I'll be the keeper, not dungeon master, the keeper of arcane lore. And to my right we have Neil at the far side.
Hello, I'm Neil.
Here's Neil. We have Clark.
Oh, Clark.
Who was a nominal Scottish foreigner. To my left I have John, one of the wonderful organisers and owners of Adirondacon.
Hello.
So we take the next hour and a half to try and entertain you with a bit of live play. We'll actually run through a real scenario. This scenario is called Bits and Pieces, and it happens in a hospital morgue. So I'll leave you with that information. That's as many spoilers as you're going to get. There will be, fair warning, there will be vivid descriptions of horribly mutilated body parts. As long as no one has a trigger on that, are we good to go?
We're good.
If anyone has a problem, just stick your hand in the air and let me know, and we'll just gloss over it and move on. We'll just do the swipe screen, we'll fade to black, and we'll move to something else.
Can I gloss over the part where I die?
Yeah. You can try. You can try. So I'm just going to give you a little introduction for the players, and then when we get into it, I'll have the players introduce their characters, who they're playing today. So your evening has been ruined, gentlemen. All your plans are off since you received a frantic phone call from your friend, Dr. Lawrence Warwick. He's a consulting physician who, until now, worked at a variety of hospitals across the East Coast, and most recently, Dr. Warwick lost his position at St. Mary's Teaching Hospital in Arkham, Massachusetts, due to a dereliction of duties, which you all know is code for some sort of scandal. The authorities revoked his medical license, and that barred him from practice. Now, Warwick did not take this well. He did not take his dismissal well. And in fact, earlier today, he called you ranting wildly about how his actions have been necessary to avert some terrible crisis. Now, either directly or via an intermediary, his message has reached you, and that's what's ruined your entire afternoon evening's plans. His call or message was incoherent, although he did linger on a few sinister words. He mentioned cultists, resurrection, and the need for cleansing fire. Now, dropping whatever you were doing, you've responded to his call, and you've taken it upon yourselves to find Dr. Warwick. Come on in. You can take a seat. We just got started. You've taken it upon yourselves to respond to his call and figure out exactly what's going on. So our story is going to begin as you arrive at St. Mary's Teaching Hospital and head to the morgue. Now, why the morgue? Well, you did previously visit Dr. Warwick's apartment. That's a part of the scenario we're kind of glossing over. This movie's been modified to fit in the time allowed. And when you're at his apartment, you've found clues that lead to believe he may well be at the morgue of St. Mary's Teaching Hospital. So that's why you've come here. And his most likely location is indeed, as you say, the morgue. So it's a Sunday. It's been a lovely blue sky day, about 54 degrees on November the 8th. A little brisk, a little chilly, but now the light is fading as you arrive at the hospital, and the hospital's very quiet. It's a Sunday. This is 1927, so we don't have like 24/7 life that we have happening today. You made your way through the hospital, and you found the elevator that goes down to the morgue. So as the elevator descends, this creaky old metal, somewhat mechanically questionable elevator descends to the hospital morgue, I'd like you to introduce your character, who you're playing, and at the same time, in Call of Cthulhu, we have a thing called luck. Every character has a statistic called luck, and you can use that luck as we play the game to actually turn failures into successes. If you really make a roll and you blow it, you really need to make that roll, John,
Yes. I feel you're attacking me.
Exactly.
That's the dice.
You can use luck to make the roll. But before we do that, by the way, you may notice to my right there is an empty chair. This is in memorial for Bill Van Patten. So the last time we did a Call of Cthulhu live at Adirondacon, we had a wonderful gentleman, Bill, who was playing. Unfortunately, Bill passed away a little early this year. So we're remembering him as we play again, and that's why I have an empty chair to my right, the missing man formation. So we'll remember Bill as we play. So the elevator is descending, and as I flip the music over to something a little spookier, perhaps I'll start with Neil. And Neil, please introduce your character, and then you're going to roll 2d6 and multiply that by 5 to generate your character's look. So go ahead, Neil.
I'm a detective, Shamus, a flatfoot. My name is Dacius, Beauregard. Dacius, you can call me Beau. Who employs me is not your business, but I'll tell you, it's the university. I've been brought on board to keep tabs on Dr. Warwick and ensure that he keeps a good memory of what is his business and what is not his business.
Okay, thank you. So why don't you roll 2d6 and multiply by 5, and that's going to generate your look. The higher the better, by the way.
We've rolled a 9, so 45.
45 points of luck. And you spend luck on a 1-for-1 basis. So we're rolling percentile dice, rolling low. So every point we want to make that roll better is going to be 1 point of luck. Clark, if you'd be so kind.
I'm playing Captain Kevin Darling, MC retired, late of the King's Royal Loamshires. I'm a demobilised officer, who's finding peace incredibly boring, tedious. I travelled to the United States, or my hometown of Croydon, just outside London. My search for excitement has led me to Arkham, where an old and true friend and a surgeon who saved my life, Dr. Warwick.
In the trenches, you were injured in the trenches.
I took one in the big show. He dug that bullet out, and I have it here. It has my name on it and keeps me safe. I'm determined to renew my old friendship with Warwick, and I'm dashed excited to see him, hopefully.
Excellent, excellent. Roll me 2d6 multiplied by 5, that's going to be a starting luck.
25.
Ooh, yes! 25 points of luck is not a lot to luck. John.
All right, I'm Dr. David Mento. Dr. Warwick was a good friend of mine. We went to school together. We worked in hospitals together. We've kind of lost touch. Recently, we've always maintained a good relationship. But again, lately he's kind of drifted away. Haven't really heard from him. But then out of the blue, I get this call saying, something's going on, and I've decided, I've got to find out what's wrong with my friend, even though we've kind of lost touch. I'm a doctor of medicine. I'm middle-aged and a little bit past middle age. I'm getting a little bit tired of doctoring. It's getting harder all the time. You lose somebody, and you take it. It's hard on the soul taking this.
It is. Why don't you roll 2d6 and let's see how strong you are.
Please give me some.
Snake eyes.
6.
Oh, we start with a 6.
And a 1.
7 times 5. Do your mental math. That's not bad. It's a very middling roll, right? That's very